This is News 3 Now at 6.
This has to stop. I am demanding, I am asking, I am praying that you guys put the guns down.
That is the message from a Madison resident and echoed by local leaders after an 11-year-old girl suffered a gunshot wound to the head yesterday on the city's east side. We have team coverage tonight. Jamie Perez and Gabriela Becerra share reaction from community leaders. But first, family members will be providing an update on the victim's condition. That's happening in about a half hour from now at the American Family Children's Hospital. And that's where we find Madeline O'Neill right now. Good evening, Maddie.
Hi there. Yeah, we're here ahead of the update. The Boys and Girls Club of Dane County says along with that update, they'll be providing ways to support 11-year-old Anissa's family going forward. Now, news of this has really impacted a lot of people in our community after the 11-year-old was shot in the head, caught between gunfire between two vehicles yesterday. She was taken to the hospital with that critical injury. In the meantime, a family friend has set up a fundraiser to help her family. That goal was originally $30,000. Last I checked, they've raised more than $28,000. Now, again, we're planning to hear an update along with ways to help the family in about a half hour here. So we will be here for that, providing you updates on channel3000.com as well as our social media pages. Now, right now, given the recent uptick in gun violence, Jamie Perez has more from community groups on what they need to make our city safer.
Right, well, these groups really focus on intervening after shootings, getting help for the victims and their family, get connected to resources like financial resources and even mental health resources. Now, some of these organizations rely on city funding, but many are nonprofits and rely on the community's help. Given the recent uptick in shootings and violence in the area, these groups have been working extra hard to keep everything in line. And they say right now their roles are critical in calming situations and helping prevent violence going forward, but they could really use some help from others in the community as well.
The leaders that's around, there could be mentors as well that stops by to talk, so we can all come together collectively to save the lives of our youth and these young guys and the women.
Now, that was just one of the leaders of a local organization that you heard from. There are also many others that could use funding here as well to help make Madison as safe as possible going forward. If you would like to be a part of that change, I have some links up online at channel3000.com where you can go to donate or help volunteer for one of these organizations. But right now, we're going to toss it over to Gabby Becerra, who has more from a press conference earlier today on how to help stop the gun violence.
Jamie, community leaders say they're tired of the pain that our city is facing right now as a result of this gun violence. But today wasn't just meant to be another conversation about this, but rather a step towards change.
We are not ignoring you. We care about your future, but the path that some of you are taking will lead you to death or prison.
Madison Common Council President Sherry Carter spoke directly to the city's youth today when she asked them to choose a path less violent.
This is a path that the community standing here today cannot accept for your future.
It's a path Alder Barbara Harrington McKinney says leads to a whole community of hurt.
I have been crying for our community. I have been crying for the families that have been touched by this. And yes, I've even been crying by the gun-toting shooting ones as well.
So the community is asking for action to give the youth options other than violence.
You get a blue ribbon committee together, and then it goes on the shelf. That's right. And it's costing people their lives.
And for leaders to step up and help the youth see that a brighter future is achievable.
Now to my men, my fellow black men in this community, let's stop being invisible.
Yes, yes.
They need to see us. They need to know that change is possible.
And Carter says the city won't tolerate the behavior it's currently seeing.
But for those choosing to continue the pattern of violence and gun violence, rest assured, as president of the Common Council, along with my fellow councilmen, we will back law enforcement on their investigation to hold you accountable for the gun violence.
These leaders say this can't just be a conversation that's had the day after somebody is struck, but rather a priority for our city and county officials to put resources on the map for these kids.
Gabby, Jamie, and Maddie, ladies, thank you all. Next at 6, we are hearing what led up to a rollover crash on the Beltline yesterday evening. Madison police say the driver, a young woman, hit a squad car that had pulled over a speeding driver near Whitney Way. The officer was about 10 feet from the squad car when it was hit. Another driver said moments before hitting the squad car, the woman had sped around them in the right lane. There were no serious injuries, and the crash is still under investigation. To weather now, calm and sunny, a beautiful day. Let's check your first warning forecast with meteorologist Dana Fulton.
Very sunny and summery outside this evening, and another repeat performance likely for tomorrow and Friday. Here's a live look at downtown right now, barely even a cloud in the sky. Temperatures are still close to 80 degrees with dew points in the low 50s, so a really comfortable evening. Doppler stays quiet for us overnight, but as we look to the north, we do have shower and thunderstorm chances well north of La Crosse towards the Twin Cities. That will stay north of our area overnight. We'll stay dry for tomorrow, but as we look ahead to the weekend, shower and thunderstorm chances will start to creep back in. Take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes. Charlotte?
Thank you, Dana. 2-hour coronavirus headlines. State and county officials confirm less than 500 new cases today. That is a considerable drop from Monday and Tuesday, with case totals above 650. In total, there have been more than 62,000 cases confirmed in Wisconsin, and about 14% of cases are still active. DHS officials say the positive percentage of new cases in the past day dropped below 5%. That's below the 7-day average, which sits at 6.3%. Turnout for yesterday's election was about 75% higher than the last similar primary back in 2016, and political experts say absentee ballots might have been a reason why. Yesterday, Madison had about 39% turnout compared to 22% in 2016. It's too soon to say if that's a trend for the state or if absentee ballots are the cause. A professor at UW-Milwaukee we spoke to today said people are also more politically engaged than they were, but statewide, he said the number of requests show high turnout.
When you look at the turnout historically in Wisconsin for our partisan primary in the fall, and you only look at the ones where there was no gubernatorial race, there was no U.S. Senate race, this would be an astonishing turnout.
In Madison yesterday, about 79% of the ballots were cast absentee. Before the pandemic, the state would cast around 10 to 15% absentee, but there is a partisan divide on the feelings toward mail-in voting that is developing. The UW released a study earlier this week that showed 80% of Republicans plan to vote in person this November, while about 2/3 of Democrats said they'd mail in their ballot. Developing tonight, UW-Madison Chancellor Rebecca Blank says the flagship campus is in a financial crisis due to the pandemic. She says how bad that crisis is depends on several factors, including whether students who are enrolled for the fall semester actually show up, how deep state budget cuts are, and whether the legislature gives the university authority to borrow money. Her announcement comes a day after UW System President Tommy Thompson announced $10 million in administrative layoffs and other cuts. The Madison Public Library will stop charging overdue fines. That change is effective immediately. Library Director Greg Mickles says they're committed to equity and literacy, and ending fines will remove barriers to library services. Officials say overdue fines and blocked library cards disproportionately affected libraries serving neighborhoods with lower incomes and higher percentages of people of color. Coming up next at 6, a program that aims to get young girls involved in the skilled trades has found a way to continue during the pandemic. Find out how Camp Build is building confidence and inspiration virtually.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Dreaming of custom furniture? But you think high prices, sales pressure, and waiting for months and months? Come to Slumberland and design your way. Quick and easy, with no extra cost. First, pick your piece. Lots of styles, clearly marked. Next, pick your fabric. There's no extra charge here. Then, get it quick. Our orders are made fast. Plus, all custom furniture is on sale. Design your way, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Joe Biden says,
if you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
That means middle-class families, small businesses, and seniors pay higher taxes. It's the biggest tax increase in history.
Citizenship for 11 million undocumented folks.
That means 11 million illegal immigrants competing for American jobs, eligible for free health care, Social Security, and Medicare. America can't afford Joe Biden.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
I want to have $1 million when I retire.
Oh, great goal.
So where do I start?
Well, first you set up automatic transfers into savings. That can add up pretty quickly.
For me, working on putting $1,000 into an emergency fund got me in a good saving habit.
Already on it? Then put together a plan to get rid of debt and maximize your investments. You know, Summit helped me do.
Oh, that's great. I love how Summit gives people the knowledge and confidence to go after their goals. It's your money. Own it. Summit Credit Union.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Madison's Goodman Pool will be open for about another week and a half as many staff members will be returning to school. Weather permitting, the last day of the season will be Sunday, August 23rd. The pool reopened last month amid the pandemic. There are 3 separate swim sessions throughout the day with a capacity limit of 250 people and time for cleaning in between. A reminder, masks are required when visitors are out of the water. Well, a program that teaches girls in grades K through 12 how to become architects, carpenters, electricians, and builders has found a way to continue programming virtually this year. Camp Build is a partnership program between Madison College and the Badgerland Girl Scouts. This week, the older girls are learning how to build a scale model of a playhouse that they'll design through the help of written instructions and videos. At a minimum, the program is meant to build confidence in girls so they feel comfortable down the road making repairs to their apartment or home. And at a maximum, it's a way to help girls recognize this could be a high-paying career they would enjoy.
What I'm hoping is that at a younger age, being exposed to the tools and women who do this work and the sorts of skills, that it becomes less of a leap to find these careers.
This is Camp Build's second year. Participants do not need to be part of Girl Scouts to sign up, and there are also scholarships available to cover those registration fees. One of the 7 Badger 5 jackpot winners last week bought their ticket in Madison. It was sold at the 7-Eleven on South Park Street. The $248,000 jackpot was divided among 7 winners. That is the second time in lottery history that's happened. Each person takes home more than $35,000. Still ahead at 6, 2 families in Portage are without a home after a fire consumed it. We'll hear from witnesses who described the situation like a house of cards. And the sunshine will stick around tomorrow before shower chances return. Dana has your first warn forecast next.
Now, spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days. Now through August 16th, Rewards members earn $10 in Blaine's Bucks for every $75 spent in store, redeemable just like cash, August 20th to the 30th. Start earning today with great deals like these folding camp chairs, just $8.99. Large bags of Farm and Fleet dog or cat food, only $19.99. And Citgo full synthetic motor oil, just $1.69 a quart. Not a Rewards member? Sign up today and start earning Blaine's Bucks now to spend later just like cash.
Goban Cars Grand Opening Sale, beautiful Middleton. 2017 Nissan Sentras, Hyundai Elantras for only $79.95 or $129 per month.
That's right. Buy 2017 Nissan Sentras and Hyundai Elantras for only $79.95 or $129 per month.
Goban Cars is selling 2018 Kia Fortes for only $89.95 or $149 per month.
Hurry in today and just ask for my dad, Don the Dealman Gobin.
Or my daughter, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Kindness makes a world of difference at the Century House. Donate $50 or more to the Second Harvest Food Bank of Southern Wisconsin and save more than ever before on stressless seating. Save at least $300 on stressless recliners and office chairs. Plus, save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. There's never been a better time to help others and fill your home with the unmatched comfort of stressless seating. Be kind and save generously at the Century House.
This is our moment to build a new American economy for our families and for our communities. When we spend taxpayers' money, we should use it to buy American products and support American jobs. It's time to help small businesses. We'll purchase clean energy technologies to fight climate change and enhance national security. We have to invest in what the jobs and industries of tomorrow are going to be. We have a great opportunity to build back and build back better. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
One of the two girls who repeatedly stabbed a classmate in Waukesha back in 2014 lost an appeal. Morgan Geyser was 12 at the time of the attack and argued that the case belonged in juvenile court. The stabbing allegedly happened because the girls believed a fictional horror character named Slender Man would attack their families if they didn't kill the classmate. Today, a court of appeals ruled the attempted homicide case was correctly kept in adult court. A Portage home is considered a total loss after going up in flames early this morning. Adam Duxter spoke with neighbors who detailed the moments of getting those inside to safety.
Well, just hours after this Portage home caught on fire, crews are taking it the rest of the way down, concerned that if they don't, wind and storms could. Neighbors I spoke with today say they've never seen a fire move so quickly. Viewer video shows the moments after a home on the 700 block of Wisconsin Street in Portage caught flames. In a moment, it was gone.
It's probably a total loss. And we've had, I've been doing this for 41 years, so we've had a few.
Portage Fire Chief Clayton Simonson says it's likely the flames started on the porch, with a windy day leading them to spread faster than normal. Neighbor Ashley Gray says when she smelled smoke, she called 911.
So it was like a house of cards, just like if someone were to lightly breathe on it, it just that fast.
Officials say the multifamily structure is split into several apartments. While two families and their pets were inside when the fire started, they were able to make it out safely. Simonson says that's when firefighters focused on making sure the fire didn't spread to nearby homes also.
More manpower and water, and then I just let them know right away we're going defense, so the crews know that we're not going interior unless something changes drastically.
Chief Simonson says the cause of this fire is under investigation and could stay that way for some time. Tonight, he just wants to reiterate that he's glad everyone inside made it out safely. In Portage, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
The Red Cross is helping the families find a place to stay. Environmental regulators have decided to table rules setting new restrictions on firefighting foam containing Pfos chemicals. The DNR's policy board voted unanimously today to hold off on limits for containment and disposal of the man-made chemicals. This is amid objections from industry groups and Republican lawmakers. In February, Governor Evers signed a bill that bans the use of firefighting foam except in emergencies and testing at facilities with DNR-approved containment strategies. It's estimated that complying with the new regulations would cost local governments and businesses about $2.3 million annually. Former Milwaukee Police Chief Alfonso Morales plans to retire after being demoted last week. According to his attorney, Morales is waiting on documents from the Fire and Police Commission explaining their decision to demote him to captain. From there, they will decide whether to pursue legal action. Morales faced criticism for his handling of protests in response to the death of George Floyd and the department's arrest of Bucks guard Sterling Brown back in 2018. And here's meteorologist Dana Fulton with a nice-looking forecast.
Things do look pretty pleasant for the next few days. Even this evening, we have a sunny sky and temps close to 80 right now. The summery trend will continue on for Thursday and Friday. We'll also keep the sunshine in the forecast for Thursday and Friday with partly sunny skies for both days. By this weekend, some shower and thunderstorm chances will develop for both Saturday and Sunday, but yet again, there'll be plenty of dry hours mixed in there as well. High pressure keeping things pretty quiet. Now that it's shifted a little further east, we're on the backside of it, so seeing our breeze coming in from the southeast today. Our cold front that'll bring the shower chances in for this weekend is still well off to the west, getting a little more strength as it moves east, and then we'll see the shower chances really creeping in overnight Friday and into Saturday. So tonight we stay clear, another comfortable night with temperatures dropping to about 60 for our overnight lows. Tomorrow afternoon we'll have partly sunny skies with high temperatures in the mid to low 80s, which is just a little bit above average, but still pretty comfortable outside. We're not looking at any temperatures near 90 degrees anytime in the 10-day forecast. We'll drop to about 60 again overnight heading into Friday. Friday will be partly sunny, but at night we will have the slight chance for some showers and thunderstorms, mainly towards early morning Saturday. Saturday, this line, the cold front passes through, bringing scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the afternoon and evening. Likely going to see a chance for showers and thunderstorms early in the day on Sunday before things start to dry up later on heading into next week. And next week behind that cold front, quite likely that we'll be trending below average rather than having temperatures a little bit above. We're going to see a little bit of a cooler trend throughout most of the eastern half of the country. The warmer air stays off to the west, and that 6 to 10 day outlook starts to move us closer to the end of August. Now tomorrow afternoon, high temperatures in the mid to low 80s, about 84 in Madison with partly sunny skies. Still continued warm outside. Might be just a little more humid though, with that breeze coming in from the southeast, pushing that warmer air, more moist air moving in. Mid to low 80s for Thursday and Friday. Slight chance for showers and thunderstorms late Friday night. Saturday will be in the mid 80s with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Sunday close to 80, a little more cloud coverage, so it won't be quite as warm for Sunday with a chance for showers and storms. And then next week, we hit a drier trend and a cooler trend. High temperatures will be in the 70s, the mid to upper 70s early in the week, with overnight lows in the 50s. Average for this time of year is about 80, so we'll be cooling down a little bit. And it seems likely we'll stay dry through the work week with our next chance for showers starting to creep in by the following weekend. That's a quick look at your forecast.
And coming up in sports, Giannis used his head, but not wisely. What he and the NBA had to say about his ejection. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get the refrigerator you've always wanted now at the Brothers Maine Big Deal Refrigerator Sale. Save big on the latest from GE. French doors, black stainless, and smart refrigerators, all with 0% financing up to 18 months. And you'll get our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We make it easy to be confident in your new refrigerator. It's the Big Deal Refrigerator Sale with more selection, more savings, and more big confidence only at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Shop Steinhaffel's largest selection of quality furniture and mattresses under one roof. Right now, save 35% or more on our best-selling brands. Get your choice king recliner or Gifford sofa from Lane, now $5.99. Or this solid wood dining table, now $7.99. Save big on American-made solid wood bedroom sets from Daniels Amish and Whitmer. And get great deals on all of our top mattress brands. Shop Steinhaffel's and get the best deals on the best brands in-store and online at steinhaffels.com.
All of my patients should have a Dexcom because it's just more information. Why wouldn't you want that?
Being able to see your numbers in real time gives you the knowledge to see the future. It's awesome.
Dexcom showed me that I was doing a dip and then a spike in the middle of the night, which allowed me to adjust my basal rates. I'm not waking up in the middle of the night and my numbers aren't going crazy.
Now you are in control, and that is so powerful.
When a student falls behind, a good teacher helps them catch up. A bad president would tie their hands, like Joe Biden would. Even with hundreds of public schools closed indefinitely, Biden opposed opposes emergency parental choice grants, preventing parents from choosing options like private tutoring or charter schools if their public school is closed. A lost year is unacceptable, but 4 under Biden, that's a lost generation. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader. But with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to reducing stubborn body fat? Cool Sculpting. Book a free consultation to learn how Cool Sculpting is different at Robertson.
Teens preparing and applying for college this year will face added challenges. Find out what your kids can do right now to help set them up for the future.
We have seen things that are new that students can do that can impact their community.
On the next News 3 Now this morning.
Giannis returned to the Bucks lineup after sitting out a game with a toothache, only to play 10 minutes against the Wizards. But his short time on the court wasn't because of his tooth, it was because of his head. You see, in 10 minutes, Giannis shot 12 free throws, meaning he was fouled a lot. And his frustration kind of boiled over on Mo Wagner, who Giannis headbutted, and the reigning MVP was ejected, and now he's suspended 1 game.
I think it was just a whole like a build-up of dirty plays in my mind, guys tripping me, guys, falling in front of my feet, holding me, hitting me, and all that. If I could turn back the time and go back to that play, I wouldn't do it. But at the end of the day, we're all human, we all make mistakes.
The Packers made it official, signing Malik Turner to add some depth to their receiving core. Turner spent the last 2 seasons in Seattle, catching 17 passes for 265 yards and a touchdown in 21 games. He actually tried out for the Packers in 2018 at their 3-day rookie minicamp. Steve Stricker returns to the Champions Tour this week to play in the Bridgestone Senior Players Championship. And besides golf, the Edgerton native has been playing a lot of another game. During his time away from the course, Stricker has been glued to the video game Fortnite. And the PGA Pro admits it's pretty addicting.
Stupid game. And I don't know where that came from, but it's kind of consumed some of my time. Even lately, I bring it now with me out on the road and pass the time, but I'm trying to wean myself off that game. During the quarantine, when it first happened, I was playing quite a bit. I had nothing else to do, right?
And the Masters tournament, which was rescheduled for November 12th through the 15th, will take place without fans due to COVID-19. Hard to imagine Augusta National without the roar of the crowds, but 2020, as we know, is a different breed. Steve Stricker and Fortnite, that's a pair that I just...
You know what? We need to get a server and my son and him to play together. That would be something.
We'll see what we can do. We'll do that.
You work on that. Thank you. And here's Dana with the final check of our forecast.
Partly sunny skies for tomorrow and for Friday. High temperatures will be in the mid to low 80s, mid 80s on Saturday with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Storm chances also on Sunday. Then we start to dry up late in the day on Sunday with a dry trend expected for next week and cooler temperatures. Highs will be in the mid to upper 70s with overnight lows in the 50s. So a little bit of a below average stretch as we look ahead to next week.
Dana, thank you. And thank you for joining us. Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.